Hi everyone, I'm back to do a requested video on this item, which is the Louis Vuitton monogram shawl. So I featured this item in my Louis Vuitton accessories collection, or no, it wasn't called that. It was my Louis Vuitton part 2, which was basically all of my small leather goods and things like this, which just weren't handbags, so I just put them all in that video. So this is not the box that it came in. Actually, the box that it came in was ripped and it looked horrible, and so I went back there and got a proper box. So they gave me this one. When I was there, I also requested a bag so that when I don't want to wear it anymore and I want to put it in my bag, it doesn't get snagged on anything in my bag. So they gave me this bag. Maybe this is for one of their limited edition shawls, like a Stephen Sprouse, but it's black, perfect for inside a bag. So here's the shawl in question. This is the monogram shawl in Vuitton. The color is beautiful, and it works really well with blacks or brown. It really pops against black and it really blends nicely with brown, so it's a great neutral color. I wanted the anthracite, but it did nothing. The anthracite is like a dark gray color. It didn't really do much for me, but just looking at the shawls, I would say that's my favorite color, but this is the one that looked best on me and look best with the things that I wear. So, and I will say the other reason that I bought this is that I bought the Pochette Matisse at the same time and they looked really well together. It's a huge shawl, which I won't even bother to open it up because it'll take up the whole frame, but needless to say, it's gigantic. It looks really wrinkled and it's sort of in a permanent state of wrinkledom, but when you wear it, you can't really see the wrinkles. So, if that bothers you, I wouldn't let it, because it doesn't show up when you're wearing it. There's a really nice shine to it, even though this is not a shine shawl. So it's made of 60% silk and 40% wool. The material is beautiful to the touch. It feels really silky. It's extremely warm, and it's just a stunner. I get a lot of compliments on this scarf. It's also very versatile. It can be worn in a lot of different ways. It can be used wrapped around you as a blanket on a plane. So it's not just beautiful, it's versatile, it's useful, and it's eye-catching. So those are all of the reasons to buy the shawl. The downside, the price, $590 in the US, which I think is a lot for this item. I received a bit of a discount on it because I had Saks rewards points and I bought this from the Saks Fifth Avenue in New York. I'm not sure I would have bought it if I didn't have a bit of a discount, but I did, and I really love this. But you should know that there are some major cons, and I would say that's the first big con, the price. The second is there are some real quality issues with this piece. I bought this piece years ago in the anthracite color, and I took it back because it came home with a snag. Like I was about to cut off the tag and I noticed a snag on it, and I just took it back. And I really had to wrap my mind around the fact that this is just a piece that is going to snag and it's inevitable. I just wanted to be the first person to put a snag in it. So this one didn't come with any snags, but those snags came soon after. And by snag, I will show you what I mean. So I'm not sure if you can see right here. See that pull? That's a snag, and there are various snags throughout. This is inevitable unless you wear no earrings, no jewelry, no necklaces, you don't have nails or zippers on your clothes or buttons. I mean, this will get snagged. And if you're not okay with that, or you haven't made peace with that, I would not buy this, because this will drive you crazy. So I think when I first bought it, I was not ready to deal with that reality. Now I've just come to terms with it. I love the look of it and the functionality of it, that I am okay with putting up with the things that I don't like about this piece. The other con is just the general wear. This is not an old piece. I bought this in around September, October of last year. So it's not that old. And I'm used to my pieces from Louis Vuitton, or from any of my luxury pieces, looking so new for such a long period of time that it's shocking to me how this has worn. So I'm not sure if you're able to see in with this camera. I'm using an iPhone. I'm sorry for the quality. But if you can just see just like general fuzziness. I'm not sure if that comes across. But if it doesn't, you're just going to have to take my word for it. For a piece that isn't that old, it doesn't seem like it should show this much wear. The caveat is I have worn this piece a lot. Like, it's not, I would say for the fall, I probably wore it 4 days a week, every week for 2 months straight, and now I'm wearing it a lot again. So it's not like a piece that I would wear a couple times a month. That being said, it's still not that old, and I don't feel like it should show this much wear. But that's just me. I know other people have this shawl, and they either use it a lot less than I've used it, and so it doesn't show as much wear, or they've used it a lot, it shows the wear, and they're just fine with the wear. I'm sort of in the middle. I'm not going to stop using it. I'm going to get my use out of it, but I'm not quite sure if I'm okay with how much this piece has worn. But as I said, it really is a beautiful scarf. So I'm just going to show you a couple of ways that I've worn this scarf. So this is how I've used the scarf the most. Around the neck, cowboy style. It really pops against a leather jacket like this one. Or sometimes I'll tie it in the middle to hold it into place. If it's really cold at work or anywhere, I'll just drape it over my shoulders. For comparison, I brought out my only other shawl. I have cashmere scarves, but this is my only shawl. And this is the Burberry, I'm not sure what this is called, but it's a really popular item on YouTube. It's a big Burberry shawl. It's not quite as big as this. The material is a lot more robust, and I've had it for a longer period of time, probably a year longer than I've had the Louis Vuitton shawl, and it doesn't show as much wear. It does show a little wear, but not nearly as much. There are, I think, a couple of stains in a few places from lipstick, but all in all, this has held up a lot better. I'm not really sure what the Burberry is made of. I've cut off the tag. It's just a lot more durable than the Louis Vuitton. I also think that maybe I'm misusing this Louis Vuitton shawl. I'm not sure this is meant to be an everyday throw in your bag. I think I use this probably a whole lot more than it's meant to be used, and perhaps that's why it's showing so much wear. The Louis Vuitton is a stunner. The effect that you can get with the Louis Vuitton is very different than the effect that you're going to get with this Burberry shawl. I just think they serve different purposes. Would I buy this shawl again? I'm glad I have it. I'm glad that I didn't pay full price for it. I wanted to see how I got along with this one before I invested in another one, because if I got the other one I would get the anthracite color, because even though it probably doesn't look the best on me, it's just my favorite, and I was going to get it if I got on well with this one. After having this for a while, I think that this will be my one and only Louis Vuitton shawl. It's just too expensive for what it is, and it just doesn't wear well enough to justify the price. That being said, I'm happy that I have the one that I have. So would I buy this one again for the price that I paid for it? Yes, but I won't be buying any more. It doesn't mean that I don't love it. It doesn't mean that I'm not recommending that you buy it, but in my reviews, I just want to be really honest and really thorough and let you know what you're getting yourself into. So if you can live with the cons of this piece and you're prepared to pay the price, then go for it. But if the things that I mention are going to bother you, buyer beware. So I hope this video was helpful. Please leave any questions that you have down below or any suggestions for future videos. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.